What's that? The mics. How about now? Can you hear me now? All right. It's working? Okay.
Oh, maybe I better put my
Well, yeah, put your hearing aid in. All right. So we're back. It's working now, right? All right. So, okay. So, well, this morning, we had it all figured out, and then we went live. I'm hearing an echo. So, but we had it all figured out, and then we went live. And then that wouldn't work. So we switched software. That wouldn't work. So then we went ahead and we switched over to another software, and it finally worked. So, all right, we're able to get it so the echo's not coming through. Okay, good. So, okay, well, I'm glad that you today to be. So, if you don't have the 5 Laws of Winning Relationships ebook and would like to download that, I have a copy there online. You can go to 5laws.phonesites.com and you can download your copy of that. Here's a passage of scripture for us to focus on this morning as we begin, and it's in 1 Peter 4:8, and it says, above all, love deeply. Above all, love deeply. And what that means actually for us as Christians is that any relationship that we are exempt from loving people. Even Jesus taught us to love our enemies. And so that what we're really required to do is love deeply and not let other people's treatment of us stop us from loving or being a loving person. So we're going to have a prayer as we get started here this morning. And we have a guest doing the prayer. And so Val, you'll need to mute me. And then we'll just go ahead with our prayer this morning. And we have a vagabond leading us in prayer today. So that we're going to go ahead with the message. We'll be right back. The 5 Laws of Winning Relationships. That's what we've been going through here on Sundays. We shared it a little bit last week, and that we're going to go ahead and just continue on in that series until I kind of get to where I need to go with it. And today we're talking about why so many good relationships go so bad. Now, after I got done with everything, getting ready for the service on Sunday, today, and when I finally got everything packaged up and sent off to the email and then the notifications on Facebook and all of that stuff, I decided, oh man, I'd like to change the title. But but I decided not to do that because it'd just be far too much work for me. But I thought I'd change I thought a good secondary title for this message is that why do so many sweet relationships go sour? And that can happen. That can do in a romantic relationship. It can happen for you in an employment relationship. It can happen for you in a church. Is that we start off all of our relationships in the same place. We have these high expectations of what it's going to be like, and then that sweet relationship goes sour. So everybody usually starts off in the same place. whether it's a romantic relationship, a job, friendship, or whatever, we all start off full of hope and promise, don't we? And, those of us who have a little bit of mileage on the machine that's one of the things one of the reasons why it's easy to grow cynical as you grow older is because you look back on your younger self and all of the hopes and dreams that you had, and then you look at where you're at and you say, oh man, those things didn't materialize. And so, but I really don't think that that's where we have to end up in life, although many of us do. And that doesn't mean that we're exempt from trouble and complication along the way, but what it does mean is that you can find a way to continue to have healthy relationships with the people in your life regardless of the choices that they make. So while we all start off in the same place, every last one of us, we have this script in our heads about how our lives are supposed to play out, and we have this happily ever after thing going on, and we find out that many of us don't ever get there. And so that and the question is that what happens between the start and I guess maybe it happens between the beginning and the heartbreak. Something happens in that space. Now I'm convinced that that's the default relationship.